The Social Issues channel. Here we discuss the issues related to society, politics, and various other spheres. So, yesterday I read a news report about an IS officer daughter who was raped and killed by a 19-year-old boy, Rahul Meena. The incident is deeply shocking. The girl was 22-year-old, yet she was overpowered and could not defend herself. This raises an important question in my mind. Why does such situation rise? Is it due to the physical strength of the boy or the perceived mental weakness of the girl? I don't know why. Answer it in comment. I want to clarify that this is my personal perspective and I am not imposing it on others. Everyone has their perspective, and we are living in India. We are not living in China, so we have right to freedom and freedom of speech and expression, where we can express our opinion and beliefs. And that's why I am using this under the Article 19 of the Constitution. So, if you have any problem and if you find any issues with my opinion, you can comment and I will try to improve. However, I believe that reflecting on such issues may help bring a change in mindset, especially among parents, which could ultimately contribute to reducing such crimes and safeguarding the dignity of women. Listen, my concern is this: why is it that a 22-year-old woman can be victimized by a 19-year-old boy? I don't think it is merely about strength or weakness. Rather, I believe that parenting and social conditioning play a significant role. Often, as a parents, we raise girls in a highly protective environment. We constantly assure them that their father or brother will always be there to protect them. In a way, this becomes a form of spoon feeding, where girls are not encouraged enough to become fully independent and self reliant. Being a parent is not easy in India. In fact, it's not easy in anywhere in the world. But we should be mindful. As a result, a mindset may develop in which girls subconsciously depends on others for protection. However, this is not always the reality. I am not aware of the exact circumstances of the cases, but broadly speaking, our tendency to assign rigid gender roles, what boys should do and what girls should do, sometimes limit the development of inner strength and confidence in girls. Let me give you my own example. My father would always scold me and ask me to let her win whenever me and my sister had a fight between us. He says that I should always protect her. From childhood, instead of overprotecting girls, we should allow them to develop confidence and resilience. While the intention was good, but I sometimes feel that she had been encouraged to compete equally. She should fight with me. She should win with me. She should compete with me equally. I don't think that at that time I had a greater strength than her. It might have helped her develop greater confidence in dealing with challenges independently. You know, being overprotective in the present may uh, leads to insecurity of her future. Therefore, I believe that parents should avoid overprotection Girls should be given freedom, encouraged to express themselves, and allowed to face challenges. Listen, overprotection is not always a sign of love. Sometimes it may unintentionally create a dependency and insecurity about the future. Another issue I would like to highlight is the role of media. In many films, rape scenes are depicted repeatedly and glorified. Listen, I am not saying glorified in the sense that the rape scenes are promoted or that, but I'm showing that the way the rape scenes are being shown uh, is not correct for the society. While I'm not referring to consensual relationship, which can promote awareness about mutual consent, graphic portrayals of sexual violence may have unintended psychological effect. Instead of focusing excessively on the act itself, films should highlight the consequences faced by the offenders. What happened to them in the prison? What happened to them after math of such incident? For instance, what happens to a convicted rapist after the crime? What kind of life does he lead after serving his sentences? How does society treat him? What hardship does he face in prison and afterward? Showing these aspects, the legal consequences, social stigma, and long term impact may create a strong deterrent effect. In today's time, when explicit content is easily accessible like porn, it becomes even more important to shape narrative responsibly. If we want to bring real change, we must work at multiple levels. For example, being a parent, we should not be overprotective. We should be mindful. We should let our child compete equally. Let her develop her inner strength. Make them capable to fight with the upcoming challenges. Societal attitudes should also be shaped. Society should not treat girls as an inferior. We should not judge her by their clothes, what they are wearing, what they are not. This kind of mindset may culminate into the criminal activity. Media representation should be mindful, should be self aware, should use, should depict what happened to the rapist and what happened aftermath, so that such crimes can be prevented and society becomes safer for everyone, not just for girls, for everyone. Thank you.